Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to episode 3 of Poe and Munro. And of course, I got my lovely lady here with me, who's been assisting me a little bit. Been a good show so far. Interesting game for a live action game. Because as I was saying, like usually the ones that we played, they're just like one long movie. This is like episodes.
With Poe and Munro.
Caller on line 3.
Is that a bad thing?
I changed the number after Frankie. He's the only one that knows it.
Frankie's dead. We imagined all that.
So we take the call then? Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Agreed.
And here's Yvette on line 2.
I love your show.
Thanks, Yvette. I love your accent. What's your question?
My question is, do you care about people?
That's a strange question.
It's an AMA, Munro. Ask me anything literally means ask me anything.
Yeah, I know. But do we care about people? Yes, of course.
Speak for yourself, Munro. I'm an animal lover myself.
So you don't care about people?
No, I do care about people, just I care about animals more.
So you care about animals more than people?
Present company excluded, of course.
So that's a yes and a no.
Wait one moment, Yvette. So if I was crossing the road at the same time as a cute bunny, and you could only swerve and save one of us, you would choose the bunny?
I'd save you, obviously.
Well, that's reassuring.
I said I'd save you.
And how long did you have to think about it?
I like to consider things.
You have a split second.
Well, I wasn't timing it.
Fine. Save me or a cat?
You.
You said that quickly to get on my good books, didn't you?
No, I'm not a big cat fan.
Oh!
What?
Does that answer your question, Yvette?
Stupid. Anyways.
I think so. I do have another dilemma.
Maybe we can help, Yvette.
I'd rather not say on air.
That's all right. Happy to help. It's about time for a short break anyway.
Stay on the line, Yvette.
We'll be back in 5 minutes to answer more of your AMA questions. Until then, here's something slightly more interesting instead. We're off.
Yvette?
I've got a hostage.
A hostage?
A hostage?
Boy from August I.
Why is he a hostage, Yvette?
I had a crush on him,
What?
but he turned out to be unpleasant.
So you kidnapped him?
No! I touched his drink.
Is he okay, Yvette?
Not really. He has not woken up yet. But now that I've spoken to you, I'm probably just going to let him die. I like animals more than people anyway. Like Poe.
Yvette, I was joking with Munro.
Thank you for your help.
Did you get the number?
No,
Jesus.
it's withheld.
Maybe she was joking.
We should call the police just in case. Tell them what was said.
Really? I'm not sure.
Call the police.
I know it's a sensible thing to do. But what if it isn't?
How can it not be?
If it is a prank, we'll be wasting police time. If it isn't,
The police will take action.
this is the August police we're talking about here. Two guys in DuPont drinking coffee and watching YouTube.
So, they're not busy then?
So they're useless. The kid will probably be dead by the time DuPont's finished his sandwich.
What a response.
Fine. but we still have to do something.
What do you suggest?
Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watson got missing.
Ah, yes, I remember. He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back.
What are the odds that Yvette has got Joe hostage?
Almost as high as Yvette not being her actual name.
I know the headmistress from the high school. Maybe we should talk to her.
Or maybe the parents. They asked for the story to be run.
Don't you want to go back to school?
You clearly had a better childhood than I did.
I still have my cheerleading outfit.
That's settled then. Let's talk to the headmistress first. What's her name?
Dallas Umber.
That's a strange name.
She's a strange woman.
Take a seat, both of you. Whilst it's admirable that you're returning to complete your education, a little old for this institution.
Sorry, you're mistaken. I have a degree in cryptozoology.
That's not a real degree.
It's okay, Poe. She's messing with us.
Really?
Yes, I'm eccentric, can't you tell?
Well, we're here about Joseph Watts.
And there was I thinking I was going to be on the radio.
Joseph is a pupil here, though, right?
He certainly is. Head boy and heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
He's a good-looking lad. Generous nature, always helping people.
Any idea where he could have gone?
Probably at some young lady's house whose parents are away.
He went missing yesterday, and we had a caller on Radio August who said they'd kidnapped him.
Kidnapped? Oh, sounds a bit far-fetched.
We're looking for him, so anything you can tell us would be useful.
You'd be better off talking to his form tutor, Miss Clay, but plow away.
How was Joe doing at school?
He was doing as well as he could for a boy.
For a boy?
Boys aren't as clever as girls, academically, Poe. They don't apply themselves enough, especially in mixed-sex schools.
Is this a mixed-sex school?
Mixed-sex? Yes it is.
Was Joe being bullied by anyone?
No. Joe's a sporty type. Not sure he'd be easily pushed around.
Do you know any pupils called Yvette?
Not recently. Why, are you looking for someone called Yvette?
It's the name of the kidnap.
And by recent, you mean?
Well, I was at school with an Yvette, but that was many moons ago. Not in August. Different country, actually.
Well, we should be off now. Here's my number, if Joe turns up, or if you think of any place he might be.
Thank you, Mrs. Umber.
It's Miss Umber.
Miss Umber.
You two, take care. August's not the town it used to be.
Yeah, she threw it out.
What's our next move, Munro?
Who did she say Joe's teacher was again?
Miss Clay.
If we can find her address, we should visit her.
I think she's staying at the guest house.
Why do you think that?
I saw a bill on Miss Umber's desk.
Let's go see her then.
We could. And there's also Joe's parents.
Let's go and see Miss Clay.
And hope she's at the guest house.
I like making the decisions.
I'm very happy to be woman-led.
I know you are, Poe.
What?
I'm gonna talk to Miss Gallagher. You find Miss Clay.
Why don't I talk to Miss Gallagher, and you find Miss Clay?
I don't trust you talking to other redheads.
How do we know Miss Clay isn't a redhead?
Because she'd be called Miss Scarlet?
Sound reasoning.
Hello?
It's Alice. Alice Munro?
From the radio.
Yeah, from the radio.
What brings you here, Miss Munro?
One of your guests, actually.
Well, I'm happy to chat, but you will need to help me strip.
Oh,
What?
okay.
What? Hold on. Am I allowed to show this on YouTube?
The bed.
Yes. Of course.
Should have just touched him. Oh well. I'm just gonna start making decisions.
We need to strip the bed.
Yes. Sorry, that's how I do it at home.
I'm assuming this is about Miss Clay. She is my only guest.
Yes, the school teacher. One of her pupils has gone missing. Well, being held hostage, actually.
Hostage?
We had a caller on the radio. Someone calling themselves Yvette said that they'd taken this boy, Joe Watts, hostage.
Watts? Oh, yes. The family's been in August for a long time. They manufacture and sell fireworks, of all things.
I love fireworks.
Ghastly things. Not metal in our drinking water. Makes my thyroid throb just thinking about it.
They're fun though, right?
If you're an unethical hedonist,
I will Google that when I get home.
do.
So your guest, Miss Clay.
The school pays for her. She's very quiet. Doesn't watch television, which is odd. Goes out a lot at night.
Any idea where?
No. She usually seems happy when she gets back, though. And she smells earthy.
Earthy? As in muddy?
Not on my carpets. And only if she's laundering her sheets before I get to them.
Earthy though.
Yes. Like the smell of fresh rain on grass.
You must have a great sense of smell.
Well, when you run a guest house, you develop all sorts of senses you didn't know you had.
Smells earthy after a long night's out. Sounds weird, but it could be relevant.
Particularly if Joe is being kept somewhere
But
dirty.
we did go through a forest
muddy.
in episode 2.
Tied. Beaten. Frightened.
That's specific?
Too many movies. Is that all?
For now. Thank you, Miss Gallagher.
Not at all. And please do drop by again, especially if you need a room.
If you think of anything that might help, please give me a call at the radio station.
Surely you want me to call the police if I notice anything.
I'd rather you called us first, if that's okay.
Do the police know what's going on?
They do. I just think that we have a better chance of finding Joe than they have.
Very well then. I shall do as I'm told.
Thank you. I know we're gonna find him.
Well, I didn't get much out of Miss Clay. She said Joe was a litter bug.
So she's an eco-warrior.
Yes. I wish we could have recycled our meeting, actually. How was Miss Gallagher?
Kinda dominant. I liked her.
Maybe I shouldn't let you hang around with other redheads.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Let's circle back to this later. Did she say anything useful at all about Joe?
She said Joe's parents sold fireworks.
I suppose that could be useful. Anything else?
She said that Miss Clay goes out a lot at night. and comes back smelling of earth.
That's odd.
Yeah, she has a great sense of smell.
I'm sure it's a clue of Sherlockian proportions we'll probably never decipher. Seems we're out of leads. I'm still up for visiting the headmistress again.
We could drill Miss Gallagher some more.
Give it up, Alice.
I'm trying.
The headmistress, then?
Miss Gallagher?
You can go on your own if you want to talk to Miss Gallagher again.
Okay, bye.
I see. I suppose I should visit Miss Clay, then.
Back again, Miss Munro.
Yes. How did you know?
I have ears and a gravel driveway. And I saw your reflection in the window.
We've hit a dead end with Joe.
Oh dear. Want to drive?
Not really. I'm used to that kind of thing.
I wish you'd come for a chat earlier. I was laying screed in the garage.
Screed?
Cement flooring. Wish I'd got the self-leveling stuff now.
Hiding bodies.
Don't be silly. If I was going to do that, I'd use my industrial-grade meat mincer.
I probably shouldn't eat here.
Oh no, you should. We've always got plenty of fresh meat in the freezer.
Perks of running a guest house, I guess.
Have you talked to Wesmarie Bolton?
Haven't even heard that name.
Her family stayed here for a while after their house was set on fire.
What happened?
Oh, it didn't burn all the way down. It just needed some repairs before they could move back in.
Was it an accident?
It was definitely arson. They never caught the culprit, though.
Did she know Joe?
I don't know. She wasn't very talkative, actually. Although I did sometimes overhear her mumbling to herself about the missing.
The missing what?
The children, I assume. There have been 1 or 2 gone missing over the last month or so. Have you spoken to the headmistress?
Yes, Dallas. But she's not telling us everything.
Not many people do. Oh, don't worry about that.
Don't you have a dishwasher anyway?
I did. He's under the screed.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I'd go see Wesmarie. 17 Hunger Lane. Perhaps Joe was one of the missing she talked about.
Let's hope not.
Miss Clay doesn't seem to know about anything, unless it's an eco issue.
Maybe you're just not prodding her in the right places.
You're welcome to talk to her, too.
We don't have time, Poe. The good news is Miss Gallagher gave me a name. Wesmarie Bolton.
Excellent. And the address to go with?
Hunger Lane.
Off Beaconsfield Drive. I know it.
Oh my. Oh my. This is getting interesting.
People don't normally want to hear what I have to say.
We do. We want to hear about Joe Watts.
If I tell you what I think, I'll topple my meds.
Well, we don't want to get you in trouble. Just tell us what you can.
Don't be silly, Poe. We're not going to tell anyone. You can tell us anything.
Just tell us what you can.
Have you spoken to Miss Clay?
Yes, she's told us everything she knows.
I doubt that. I think she knows what happened to Joe.
What's happened to Joe?
There was this after-school club. Green for Life. It's pretty political, actually. I'm not sure why they allowed it.
Whatever you can tell us.
It's about saving the planet. Miss Clay is pretty militant about it. You know, planting trees, recycling, handing out leaflets, that kind of thing.
Sounds kind of good.
Well, it isn't.
Clubs in August become cults, Munro.
We had to write up a table of our class. Those with the most impact on the environment were at the top.
You were in the club.
How else would I know about it? I'm only telling you because the top 3 have gone missing. Joe was 3rd on the list.
Have you told the police all this?
I'm on antipsychotics with a history of mental illness.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I hope you find.
Any idea where he might be?
No.
Guest house.
Or Miss Umber, or the parents.
Really, Poe? She just said it was Miss Clay.
Yes, and Miss Clay said they'd never spoken. Maybe she's just got it in for her.
This is a mistake, Poe. But I think the headmistress will probably be more use than the parents.
Okay. Miss Umber it is.
Yes. Green for Life, I know of it.
Miss Clay's kidnapping pupils based on a list.
Miss Clay just handed her notice in.
Think, Miss Umber, is there anywhere she may have gone? Anywhere she may have taken Joe?
Howe Park Woods. She's obsessed with the place. The students plant trees there all the time.
We gotta go. Joe!
Joe!
Joe?
Joe! Joe! We're too late, Alice.
No,
He doesn't make it? Oh, man.
this is all our fault.
Should have gone to the teacher.
He wasn't eaten. He was murdered.
We think Miss Clay had something to do with it.
Yvette, she's the one the police should be finding. Do you have her voice recorded?
Yes, we record all incoming calls.
Do the police have it?
I already sent it over. I'm sure they're working on it.
I guess I'd better go and identify Joe's body. Whatever's left of him.
August's wolves pretty much eat anything. One time, there was a whole school...
What is he doing?
Poe, I think you can save that story for another time.
Of course. Sorry. We're sorry for your loss. We'll see ourselves out.
What? What?
Where do you think Miss Clay is? No one can find her.
Far away from August, I should imagine.
I feel responsible.
Don't. It's not like you made all the decisions that led to Joe's death.
If they ever invent a time machine, I'm coming back and I'm saving Joe.
Good luck with that. Maybe he was always doomed.
That's gloomy.
Fate and destiny, Munro. It can't always be changed.
We never found out who Yvette was either.
Some things will always remain a mystery, Munro.
Un moment, maman. J'ai fait mes devoirs.
Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Munro.
We have a special treat for you tonight. Madame Baratsky claims to have helped hundreds of clients discover their previous selves. Munro, are you ready to meet your past self?
I was born ready. I'm Elizabeth. That's what you were going to ask, isn't it?
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Okay, so where did we wind up? Oh, well, we wound up in the bottom. Wound up in the majority. Wound up in the bottom again. Wound up in the majority. Wound up in the majority. Wound up in the bottom. And then wound up in the bottom again. I mean, like 42, 58 to 42, yeah. But that's the end of this episode. Thank you very much for coming out. We'll be back here again tomorrow. I'm enjoying this game. I don't know about you. What do you think about this game, sweetie? It's pretty interesting. Good action game. Well, a live action game, I should actually say. And Lucy, you're amazing. HLB out there, everyone. HLB. Lucy, you're amazing, and have a good night.